Greetings to you, dear students. During the online classes, we have studied about the lesson The Western Desert. Now, through this video, let us revise and learn more about the same. Before we venture through the Western Desert, which is the fourth physical feature of India, let us enjoy learning a few keywords and new words. Children, the keywords are: the first one, Thar Desert. Thar, Thar, D-E-S-E-R-T, Desert, Thar Desert. Second one, Sand Dunes, S-A-N-D, Sand, D-U-N-E-S, Dunes, Sand Dunes. The third word, Kikar, K-I-K-A-R, Kikar. The fourth word, Oasis, O-A-S-I-S, Oasis. The fifth word, Rann of Kutch, R-A-N-N, Rann, O-F of K-A-C-H-C-H-H, Rann of Kutch. Sixth one, Indira Gandhi Canal, I-N-D-I-R-A, Indira, G-A-N-D-H-I, Gandhi, C-A-N-A-L, Canal, Indira Gandhi Canal. The seventh one, Irrigation, I-R-R-I-G-A-T-I-O-N, Irrigation. The eighth word, Tankas, T-A-A-N-K-A-S, Tankas. The ninth word, Fertile, F-E-R-T-I-L-E, Fertile. The tenth word, Banjaras, B-A-N-J-A-R-A-S, Banjaras. Now let us know a few new words. The first one, desert, a flat area with sandy soil and very little rain and vegetation. Second word, sand dunes, small hills of sand in a desert. Third word, oasis, an area in a desert with water and greenery. Fourth word, Pink City. The city is so called because all buildings in the old city are built of pink stones. Fifth word, Banjaras, are people who travel from one place to another in search of food for themselves and their cattle. Children, kindly write the keywords and the new words in your social studies notebook. Well, let me now give you a short summary of this lesson, the Western Desert. Children, a desert is a flat area with sandy soil and little rain and vegetation. The land to the west of Aravalli Hills in Rajasthan is rocky and sandy. This is the Great Indian Desert, also known as the Thar Desert. It is a region where sandstorms are common. This region remains hot and dry throughout the year. In summer, days are very hot and nights are cool over here. In winter, days are warm and nights are very cold in this region. Sometimes it does not rain over here, so the region faces drought. The meaning of drought is a period during which there is little or no rainfall at all. The Thar Desert has an extreme type of climate. There are many animals found in this desert. They are snakes, camels, peacocks, wildcats. The animals in the Thar Desert can withstand the heat and stay out in the heat and live without water for some while. There is very scanty vegetation in the desert. Now let us study in detail about the Western Desert. Open to page 32. Get set. Tick what you find in a desert. First one, camel. Yes, put a tick mark. Duck. 2. No. Third one, fir tree. No. Fourth one, cactus. Yes, put a tick mark. Children, to the west of the northern plains and the Aravalli Hills in Rajasthan lies the rocky and sandy desert known as the Great Indian Desert. It is also called the Thar Desert. Thar Desert is also one of the major deserts of the world. It is about 800 kilometers long and 500 kilometers wide. Covers a major part of Rajasthan. It stretches from the Rann of Kutch in Gujarat through Rajasthan to the borders of Haryana. Children, here Rann means salt marsh and Rann of Kutch is the largest salt desert in India. During monsoon months, Rann of Kutch is submerged, that means is under seawater flowing from the Arabian Sea. Look at the map 4.1 on page 32, which tells us about the location of the desert. Now let me tell you about the landform of this region. As the land is dry, there is very little vegetation. Soil erosion occurs due to strong winds blowing here. The meaning of soil erosion is carrying away of the topsoil by wind and water. The Thar Desert gets covered with a thick sheet of loose sand. At some places, children, there are small hills of sand called sand dunes. Sand dunes are formed when sand starts piling around any barriers that blocks the sand-laden desert wind. These dunes do not remain at one place. The strong winds of the desert keep moving the dunes from one place to another. The hot winds carry a lot of sand with them and thus sandstorms are common in the desert. Now open to page number 33. There are a few streams in the Thar Desert. They mostly remain dry. Luni is the most important river that flows in the desert. There are some places in the desert, children, where underground water comes up in the form of springs. Date palms, kikar and babool trees and grasses grow in these areas. The land is also fertile here, children. Such an area in a desert with water and greenery is called an oasis. Thus, most villages are situated around an oasis. Now, let us know about the climate of this region. The climate in the Thar Desert is like any other desert. The desert has an extreme type of climate. The Thar Desert remains hot and dry throughout the year. During summer, the days are hot and dry. As the sun sets, it becomes cooler. In summer, there is no rainfall. June and July are the hottest months in this region. In winter, children, the days are pleasant and warm, but the nights are very cold. The Thar Desert gets rain during December and January months. December and January months are the coolest month in this region. There is very scanty rainfall here. Children, now let me tell you about the 4 main types of deserts in the world. They are hot and dry desert. Second one, semi-arid desert, meaning where there is very little rainfall. Third one, coastal desert. And the fourth one, cold desert. Children, I also want to tell you about a few deserts and the continents in which they are located, related to the activity on page 36 in your textbook. The first one, Sahara Desert, it is in Africa. Second one, Atacama Desert, South America. Third one, Gibson Desert, Australia. Fourth one, Mojave Desert in North America. Fifth one, Arabian Desert, Asia. And the sixth one, Kalahari Desert, Africa. Let us recall what we have studied here. The land to the west of the Aravalli Hills in Rajasthan is rocky and sandy. The great Indian Desert, also known as the Thar Desert, lies here. The land is dry and there is little vegetation here. Small hills of sand are called sand dunes. The underground water that comes up in the desert in the form of springs is called an oasis. The Thar Desert has extreme climate. There are many different kinds of animals found in the desert. Example, snakes, camels, etc. These animals in the Thar Desert can withstand the heat and live without water for some while. Hope you have understood the lesson well. Kindly complete your worksheet neatly. Children, hope you have enjoyed knowing about the location and the climate of the Western Desert. Wait patiently to learn more about the natural vegetation, water supply and lifestyle in the Thar Desert. Take care and thank you.